Most people in life are looking for how do I produce a life worth living and a retirement worth having. It's usually the way that I begin every audio cast because when you're trying to gear people up for something, you want them to come away with a mantra, something that makes sense to their mind, that helps them to realize their own dreams and openly puts them in a position of saying, am I where I'm supposed to be and what do I need to change my life in order to get there? In my situation, I've been sort of taking things one at a time, and I've sort of been taking a little vacation. I worked for a really long time, I produced some good results, but then it all pretty much got taken from me, stolen out of my apartment complex, and even out of my storage unit. When I tell a law enforcement officer about the theft, they do absolutely nothing to take a report. I've told two or three of them about that, and they all just walk away. It's okay. I guess I'm not handsome enough or sexy enough or pretty enough or whatever the hell it is that gets them to do things to get them to do things. And even if I jest about it, the person who's listening to me in law enforcement will try to make a more of a mockery of my life. They will send another player to keep trying to put on me litigation abuse that harms a life, that harms a legal name, that harms a man's prospects for marriage, that harms a man's opportunities for health care, that harms a people in general. When I talk like this, I'm talking as a man who's learned. I'm talking as a man who's a journalist and a great observer of life, and I'm talking as a man who's literally written all sorts of procedures in his lifetime for the manufacturing of all kinds of parts that puts things together for most people's lives. In life, we have moments of time to talk about what we long to do, who we long to become, what we're expecting to be, and in my life, political consulting has been something that's been going really well lately, and I'm really pleased that the Lord entrusts me with what to say and how to do it in order to help people to really move people's minds and hearts into the idea of peacemaking and love in the land. As a lay pastor, I also write pastoral work for pastors because sometimes as a pastor, they forget what it's like to be a parishioner. I think that should be a requirement of all pastors that they always have one Sunday off where they literally have to sit in the congregation and then engage with them as if they're not a pastor. I think that's an incredible challenge to say, I know this information, but I'm not going to show it to you. I'm not going to put it over your head. That was something that the late Steve Shapiro talked a lot about in his audio files that talked about the gift of listening. That in the gift of listening, we listen to a person's perspective and we don't cite our own. We literally don't get litigious in our responses. We don't go tit for tat. We don't make a list of people's transgressions. We don't show that list to other people. We don't try to put an illegal person in someone's life. We don't send a snitch to watch over them. We don't do those things at all if we love God. You see, you can't stand in a church, in a synagogue, waving your hand to the Lord in music if you're literally having a war with your literal cousin, mother, brother, or whatever. Now, in life, some people will say, I'm at war with my siblings. Absolutely. I have a right to life, and they have violated my rights to life by violating federal law, stealing documents, taking away intimate objects, selling my property to people that was not their possession to do so, infiltrating my most important love relationship of my entire lifetime, and literally destroying the love in that girl's heart. Absolutely, totally rendering it useless. It was once a powerful force that kept her up, that uplifted her soul, that she longed to pay attention to, that she liked a lot on Twitter, and openly she's now got this play in place that is going to put her in a major legal liability in the house of the Lord. Now think about that. I'm not talking about legal liability in a court of law. I'm not talking about legal liability in terms of marketing herself, although she's going to get that too on her own accord. But what I'm really talking about is her liability before God, the Lord of all things, the Lord of the heavenly hosts, and how those hosts can attach themselves to people for good and for winnings, or to attach themselves to bad, or to young children that are not taught how to behave themselves in the world. In life, we have moments of time to teach children what is right from wrong. The only way to do that is to prepare them through the conversation that we're looking to prepare in that moment of time when we finally get the person we love or the person we care about alone. Now, in life, we have moments of time to produce incredible audio or just do great podcasts and interviews. But in life, we have moments of time where we have to literally say, it's okay to be someone alone in a room because there are people who pass by who don't get why a man would sit alone in a room. But sometimes that loneliness is met with the Lord's help. Other times it's met with the Lord's keeping, and in other times it's met with people who are in both the Lord's keeping and the Lord's life force that allows them to simply do something really special, really wonderful for someone else. Moments of time in the house of God are incredible. Moments of time in the lessons that the Lord can teach you are out of this world. Moments of time in Jesus' presence is something we often talk about in churches and sing about from the pulpit in the pews will resonate with that music of the land. But the truth is, when we get to Monday morning, what happens to us? We go back to materialistic people. We go back to time-sensitive people. We forgot the laziness of the Sunday. We go after the people litigiously. If you're going to do this, then I'm going to do that. Instead of saying, look, we've had a breakdown in communication. I really loved our relationship before. I'd like to return to a point of peace with you, and I'd really like to have that opportunity to sell you on that idea. Most people won't go that far. Some people will, but even when they get that call to the main office to talk about the other problems that are seen in a place, the reality is that in life, people show themselves best when they're at their worst. When a person is going through a struggle, the way they handle things, the way they rage quickly and privately and get it over with and then go back to a point of peace